And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WrestlePurists Worldwide. I'm your host, Ibou of WrestlePurists, and I'm joined by Anna, our very own Anna, who has been paid this week. I have made sure it's been sent to her via envelope, and we're locked in. And we're here slightly earlier than normal, and by that I mean literally on our normal time. But it's me, it's Anna, and we're going to talk Forbidden Door. We're going to do our best. We're going to cover yesterday's show, which took place in the O2 Arena in London. And it was a show that ended with the decocking, the assassination of Will Ospreay. Yes. He has been destroyed. He has been beaten down. He has been slotted out by the Death Riders. And he is going to be taking some time off. I will provide any information that I have on the Will Ospreay situation. We'll talk about that match. We'll talk about the whole show, folks. We're going to give you guys a match-by-match review of Forbidden Door. And I'm excited to get into it. But, folks, please, if you haven't liked the video, send us your super chats. Give us your feedback. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback about Forbidden Door or anything else you'd like us to talk about. And we'll go back and forth with you. I'm going to pick Anna's brain on some parts of the show. And I'll give you guys a status update, a little bit of an announcement on my end. And we'll go from there. But first, again, like the video, send us a super chat, send us your super chats, and lock in with us. Anna, how you feeling today?
Hello. I'm good. Like Ibou said, I got paid. He sent me the money through envelope. I have it here. Let's see how much money he sent me. 2 euros.
Let's go.
Okay, guys, it was nice joining you today. I'll see you next week.
Listen, that's your biggest pay in a minute. You know, I did my thing. I think I did.
That's crazy.
Incredible.
But yeah, even with that, I will still talk Forbidden Door, you know, because this is what I do.
This is what you do.
This is what I do. I'm a professional. Even through it all, you know, like all the women that came before me.
Yes. It's what we do. It's what we do over here. Self-made shit.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk Forbidden Door. I think I might have some opinions that I thought weren't like okay opinions, but then seeing how people are reacting to certain matches might be controversial. So I'm very curious to see what people say.
I am curious too. How do I put this? Forbidden Door was not a bad show. It was not a bad show. And the crowd was great. And the wrestling was largely good. But especially coming out of it a day later, it didn't leave that deep of an imprint on me, in my opinion, to be completely honest with you. Like, I thought it was,
Yeah.
Like it was just a cool show. To me, it was like just a cool show. There's only one match on it that I would call great, and that was the main event. Just to bury the lead there, I thought the main event was great. But
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I don't know. I like seeing some of the New Japan people. It was like, oh hey, look at him, and or like I like seeing Bozilla. That was nice. I like seeing Persephone. Hiromu having a good match with Kyle Fletcher was really neat. And the talent kind of worked hard, but I don't know. I didn't. It didn't feel like the type of blow away AEW pay per view that we normally get. And maybe we're spoiled in that sense because usually at the AEW shows it's like great match, great match, great match, great match, great match. But this one wasn't really that. It was like good match, good match, good match, good match. And that is a
I
difference. What's up?
I think it was like very good matches, but I think it was interesting in that way because they were very good matches, right? They were matches that if they were in any other show by any other promotion, like on any other day, they would be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Wow, this match was great." But I think it just didn't feel like very memorable
Mm-hmm.
in a way. Like the whole thing, it's a pay-per-view that I watched. I enjoyed myself like all through it.
Yeah,
I
I
would
did
I
too.
would say like, okay, I finished matches, like there were matches that I was watching, I was like, oh, like, holy shit, this is so good, and I finished the matches and I'm like, yeah, this was amazing, like the women fatal four-way, Nigel and Zach, Kyle and like Takahashi, like there were matches that I'm like generally okay, this was like really fun, this was really good. But at the end, and also thinking about it like a day later, I'm like, okay, yeah, it was a good pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
But we are used to having at least like one or two matches. You're like, okay, this match of the year, like you just go crazy and you're still thinking about it. You want to watch again. So it's not a bad pay per view though by any means. We had
No,
way
not at
worse.
all. No,
We had
absolutely,
way worse.
absolutely. So I totally agree, and we're gonna get into it shortly, folks. But before we do, let's read your super chats. Let's get your opinions. And Anna, do your thing.
Mm-hmm. David Camp UK, 999 pounds. Thank you so much. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for a good man to do nothing. Why did Joe Hope not intervene to help Prince Nana swerve for Ospreay?
Listen, man, Joe was there to be an onlooker, to be a watcher. He vowed to not get involved in any of the action, and that's what he did. He watched it, called it right down the middle, did his thing. So you can't fault the man for moving like that.
But let me tell you, every time the camera would show Brian in the commentary and
It's
Joe
very
right
funny.
behind him.
It's very funny. It was extremely funny. Yeah.
That was
Just
the best
incredible.
part of the show.
Yeah.
Corey David, 3694, $5. Thank you. How would you book Oba on the main roster? And do you think Bozilla Dad, who is Manger being a WWE scout, will have any impact on her future?
I have no idea. I have no idea with regards to Bozilla. How would I book Oba Femi? I would push him to the main event pretty much immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Too many WWE elevations are gradual in the modern day, and I think that with Oba, he's the opportunity to do the O2 Brock Lesnar, where you basically just give him the rocket ship immediately, and he wins the title in like 8 months or 6 months. That's what I would personally do.
Yeah. I think that would be very good for Oba, but you just know they're gonna make him win like the US title or some bullshit like that, right?
And it's just like be impactful with somebody, like
Mm-hmm.
why push everyone the same way? Like he stands out if he's the one who comes in and he just destroys like Seth Rollins or something immediately, for example. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the guy that you do that with personally. And I think he's also one of the guys coming out of NXT, especially on the men's side, that's can't miss. There's only 2 men's wrestlers in NXT that are can't miss, in my opinion. He's one of the 2.
Yeah. And with Bozilla, regarding Bozilla, I do believe that in the future, one day in the future, I don't know when, she will be in WWE. Like she's just the perfect WWE wrestler. She is, but she needs to stay in Japan for like a couple more years, my opinion. I feel like she's almost there. She has to develop still a bit more. You can see when she's in the ring, she has like the raw talent. She has the thing that gets over with crowds, but she's still a bit lost in the rhythm of matches. So 1, 2 more years in stardom can really push her to another level. She's 21 also, by the way. Like she's so young. She
Mm-hmm.
has so much to learn, to develop, and to grow. And she really can get to that level, but I do see her being like a WWE wrestler in a few years. Hopefully not too soon. Hopefully she is smart enough, or she's not like too convinced by the bright lights, and she can focus on actually becoming better. And the best place for her is Japan right now. So we'll see what it goes, what happens with Basila, but I think she's gonna be a big star wherever she is.
I hate that right now the landscape is set up to where people look. I get it. You want to get paid. You want to make money in the business, right? But it's the way things are set up. It's at the expense of the development of wrestlers, and so many people are prematurely getting signed. Zosiah is getting signed by WWE.
Yeah.
I watched him. That guy's not ready. He's not ready, and it's not just him. Like it's not me picking on him. So many wrestlers now, they get signed, they come to WWE, they come to AEW, they're not fully where they need to be as wrestlers, and then essentially their growth gets stunted. They don't reach their potential. In AEW, because there's no developmental system, you come in and then they'll throw you at somebody, and then you kind of just grow incrementally. But then again, like I said, your growth is stunted. We've seen it with like Top Flight. We've seen it with a couple other guys. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, because realistically, like, you can't tell a guy. Like, if I talk to a young wrestler and they told me, bro, WWE offered me 6 figures, what do you want me to fucking do? Of course you're going to take the offer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you take the offer? But it's just a shame that right now the landscape is such that you're on the indies just rushing to get signed, not rushing to get, like, great.
Better, yeah.
Well, like Bryan Danielson and that generation of guys, Bryan, Claudio, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, these guys were in the independents for over 10 years each. And they were great wrestlers that knew what they were doing, that were veterans by the time they got signed by WWE. And does that mean that WWE has them for less time? Sure. But again, it's like these were seasoned wrestlers. You're never going to get that again. So we'll see. Hopefully, Bozilla can at least get another year of reps in.
With Zosiah, I just thought of the YZJ. What do you think of that?
YZJ? What does that mean?
Y2J.
Oh my god.
YZJ. They just make like the Titatron, they make like the 2 and then it becomes a Z.
Oh my
that goes hard, unironically.
YZJ. Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm still watching. I rewatched that video from last podcast today and I was dying laughing again. Mr. Jericho just took me out.
Here's the thing, Anna. I was at work the other day and I played your video, and you know how like on Twitter the video just loops like all over and over again, right? So my AirPod is in and I'm just working and that's just playing for like 10 minutes straight and I'm just cackling like a maniac. I was like, yo, something is wrong with me psychologically.
It doesn't matter how many times I watch it. El Grande Jericho.
I think that's our most underrated bit ever. Just us riffing on Chris Jericho and WWE. The only thing that will bring me back to full scale WWE coverage is if Chris Jericho comes, and we might have to do a weekly Jericho check-in. We'll just do a weekly check-in on what Chris Jericho's doing.
That would be the only reason. And like, I wouldn't watch all of WWE, but I would make sure to watch all the Jericho clips.
Yes, we're literally just gonna review everything Jericho does in a week. His every backstage segment, every promo, every match. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my, YCJ.
Jesus Lord.
Epic Department 1956 $4.99. Thank you so much. Ibou pays like a low-level indie promoter. Are we surprised? No, I bet that all wrestlers in the indies get more than this. He pays like a backyard wrestler promoter. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Sonic $59.93. $5. Thank you so much. Forbidden Door is the 4th worst AEW pay-per-view of the year, and it still has an 8 on cage match and a 4.1 on dropkick. # real shit. Hurt Syndicate good. Cry. What was the worst AEW pay-per-view? Yeah, they are good. Are we surprised? Like, this is what happens when you put good wrestlers in the ring with good wrestlers,
Anna, people were bearing them because they didn't have a great match with the Outrunners. It's the Outrunners. What do you fucking want from them?
Like, let's be so fucking for real here,
Be for real.
But what was the worst AEW pay-per-view of the year?
The one that ended with I think it's the one that ended with Mox and Swerve. I remember not liking that show.
Because
and then
the one that had Mox and Edge in the main event, was that this year or was it last year?
Mox and Edge. That was this year.
Oh, that was something.
Right. Right, for sure. I just those two shows had awful main events. And I remember not
Dynasty,
loving.
Dynasty, Dynasty. Oh.
Yeah, one of those two shows I didn't like very much at all. So yeah, this was like a middle of the road for this year's AEW pay-per-view output. Like I think Double or Nothing was better, and I think Revolution was better. I think that's the show. This was not as good as All In because All In had a better main event. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like under those, but it's better than like the other two that I named. So there you go.
It was quite solid.
Mm-hmm.
Late night grin. Joe Hobart looked very handsome on last night's pay-per-view. What a stud. Did you see the picture of Joe with FTR and Cash is just like so geeked?
And
He's so geeked to be meeting Joe.
I laughed out loud. And I saw that and literally screamed, "What? What the fuck?" Like I literally like, "What the fuck?" Oh my god. Yeah, man. Yeah, I
that
listen,
picture. If you zoom in the faces of FTR, of Dex and Cash,
they're so
they
happy.
just seem like the fans meeting Joe, which is so real, by the way.
I saw that picture and I was like, I can only imagine the absurd stories that are being told right now, and I'm so jealous. I just know there was so much incredible shit talking happening.
To be a fly in the room.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe. So yeah.
Ali M7M9U, £2. Thank you. Whose back-to-back pay-per-view match catalogs beats Ospreay's? That's such a high bar. That is like such an insane. Look at Cash's face. He's so geeked. He's so geeked.
Cash is holding Joe like Joe's his
like
son. He's holding him like he's his son, and he just graduated.
He's so happy. I never seen Cash Wheeler smile this much.
Bro, it looks like Joe posing with his like uncle and his dad. like it's just what an incredible post. What an incredible fucking picture.
Joe seems like the actual merge if both FTRs merged with each other.
Oh my god.
Like, you know what I mean?
It was incredible and just an amazing picture.
The hand on the neck is crazy. And the flamingo shirt, that's so real.
just magic, honestly. Joe should make that his Twitter cover picture.
Yes.
Shout out to Joe, man. Love him.
Now next time it has to be a picture of Joe with the Good Brothers. Then we're
yeah. Absolutely. Shout out to them. Shout out to those guys. Hopefully we see them real soon. What is this at? That sounds like fucking. I don't know.
Whose back-to-back pay-per-view match catalogs beats Ospreay? That is, like I said, very, very high bar. I feel like Brian had a period that like all of his pay-per-view matches were also insane, but like Ospreay matches from this run. I'm gonna open the tweet. I'm gonna tell you the matches from this run.
Yeah, read them out to me.
It's generally like it's fucking absurd.
I'm gonna try to see if any of them wasn't a great match. Go ahead.
Okay. Revolution against Takeshita.
Godly match.
Dynasty against Bryan Danielson.
Godly match.
One of the best matches that ever existed.
Yes.
Double or Nothing versus Roderick Strong.
Very, very, very good.
Yes. Forbidden Door against Swerve.
Phenomenal.
All In against MJF.
Really
very good.
Great match. Great match.
Yeah. All Out versus Pac.
Great match.
Wrestle Dream, the triple threat with Ricochet and Takeshita.
A little overrated, but still really good.
Full Gear versus Kyle Fletcher.
Godly.
Then World's End versus Kyle Fletcher.
Godly.
World's End versus Okada.
Godly.
Revolution steel cage match against Kyle Fletcher.
Great.
Dynasty versus Kevin Knight.
Very good. That's probably the weakest here, and that's like a really good match.
Double or Nothing, the Owen Hart tournament final against Hangman. God.
Pornographic.
All In Texas with Swerve against the Young Bucks.
My shirt is off.
And then Forbidden Door, the Lights Out Steel Cage match.
Great. Bro, that is a crazy catalog.
That is insane. When
Almost
you read them
everything
all
there,
in a row.
every match there except Kevin Knight is over 4 stars, and most of those are like 4.5s or higher. Like, there's a couple like matches of the years. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy.
There's in this catalog, there's at least 5 matches that I can comfortably say are like matches of the year, you know? Like, no, the Revolution against Takeshita, just insane. Dynasty against Bryan, not only match of the year, one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. Then the Forbidden Door against Swerve, insane. The Wrestle Dream Triple Threat I also really like. All the Fletcher matches, like, what the fuck was happening there? Double or Nothing against Hangman, matches of the year. All In against Young Bucks, match of the year. It's like, this man is fucking insane. So if this is really the last time he wrestles like this, oh sorry, but if this is the last time he wrestles like this and before he comes back, what a run, you know?
Listen.
He's special.
He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I think it's like totally fair to say that. Like he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. This guy's output is unbelievable. What's up?
No, I think like people still trying to deny that because they don't. Oh, I don't like Ospreay for this and this reason. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, look at this match catalog. Who is doing it like him nowadays? This is like Kenny 2018, Bryan 2021, 2022. You know, like you had some wrestlers that had periods like this, but generally, like Saray also, she's been having like a run like that for a couple of years now. But like generally, to this level. To this extent, I cannot think. I really cannot think.
It's an unbelievable output. It's just unbelievable output. So, yeah.
Something else. I'll spray something else. Akiva, underline 11, $2. Thank you. NXT having a foul streak count right after AEW did it. Yeah, NXT. Did you watch the NXT pay-per-view, Ibou?
I saw Obafemi and Javon, and I thought they had an excellent match. And because it's an American wrestling show, Anna, we had a ref bump and a false 3 count. And I said, bro, we don't have to keep doing this. We just don't have to keep doing this. Why does every wrestling pay-per-view title match have to have a ref bump and, you know, the visual pin, and then the ref comes in and then 1, 2, kick out. Oh, what? Like, enough.
Yeah. This is just when that happened in the we're gonna get there, but when that happened in the Hangman MJF match, it just kind of hit me like how tired I am of this happening.
Yeah. It's just an overdone formula for matches, and I can't tell you the last time that trope made the match more like better or more exciting. You know, I can't tell you. I'll say this about Javon and Noble.
Maybe like Roman Cody, like one of those, you know?
Right. I'll say this about Javon and Noble. I think those guys are really, really talented brothers. And I tweeted this, and people didn't get what I was saying, because here's the thing. I tweeted that I think Javon should be the next successor of Cody Rhodes as like WWE's top babyface. And people assumed that when I tweeted this, I said that this is what was going to happen. Guys, I think me more than anybody is very much aware that the booker of WWE is Triple H, and all that entails of Triple H being the booker. I think I'm very aware of the challenges that Mr. Femi and Mr. Evans will face once they get up there and they're booked by potentially Road Dogg or Bruce Pritchard or whoever. I didn't say this will happen. I say it should happen. Very different things. You don't have to come to my replies and go, well, it's WWE, so probably it's not happening. Be realistic. You don't have to tell me to be realistic. I didn't say I think it's happening. It's not a prediction, guys. I said it's what they should do, because objectively, it's what they should fucking do. Javon Evans is can't miss. He's so likable. He's tall. He's charming. And he has that kind of like Black Spider-Man like thing to him. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very, he just feels like a protagonist. Like he feels like a main character, the main character of like a coming of age story. You know, you want to follow his journey and support him. He also has that kind of alternative Jeff Hardy appeal where he's unconventional. He's not this like big brawlic guy, but he's just so likable and connectable and very dynamic. So I think he's the person that inevitably should take Cody's spot in 2-3 years as the top ace of the company. And he's like 20 years old right now. So that's my opinion. And I thought that match was great. So there you go.
Yes, I'm seeing now the card for this NXT show. Do you know the card, Ibou? Should I read it?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, WWE NXT Women's Title #1 Contendership Triple Threat Match. Lola Vice defeats Jada Parker and Kalani Jordan. Okay. NXT Tag Team Title Match. Dark State. Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin with Cutler James and Saquon Sugars. Who are these people? Oh my god. They defeat Hank and Tank, so title change. Guys, I don't know. Like, every time I see a tag team from NXT, I'm always so flabbergasted where these people came from. Like, how have I never heard anything about them?
Well, according to Dave Meltzer, the only people that watch NXT right now are like young men by themselves. Allegedly, that's his statistic. He says that the majority of NXT's audience right now is just like young men watching by themselves. That's what he claims.
Like,
I'm not making any claims about this. I don't have the data. I'm not gonna accuse anybody of anything. That's what Dave claims. Is that right now it's just kind of dudes, in dark rooms just watching the show.
But yeah, the dudes there are so excited to watch Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin with Cutler James and Saquon Sugars defeat Hank and Tank.
Right. Someone in the chat said Dave said only gooners watch NXT. Again, I have no proof of this. I have no comment on that. I can't prove that. I don't know. That's just, no comment on that.
I really don't know where these people are coming from. And then we had a TNA Knockouts World Title Triple Threat match. Ash by Elegance, former Dana Brooke, with Heather by Elegance, and by Elegance, and the personal concierge defeats JC Jane and Masha Slamovich to win the title. What is happening? Then Blake Moreau defeats Jordan Grace. This has 8.3 out of 10. So
Jordan Grace is a great wrestler. I think she's a great wrestler. Yeah. Big fan of Jordan Grace. Yeah. Shout out to Jordan Grace.
Nothing for Blake Monroe.
No, I didn't say anything. No, I'm saying I'm a big fan of Jordan Grace. Blake, I haven't watched any of her NXT run. Wasn't the biggest fan of her in AEW. But I did think Mariah May was a good big match wrestler. She was someone that I didn't really care for on TV. Like, I thought she was an overrated promo. Didn't think her TV matches were anything crazy outside of a couple of them. But what I will give Mariah is that in big matches in AEW, Willow, Tony, those matches delivered. So is it implausible that Mariah May, now Blake Monroe, had a great match with Jordan? No, it's not implausible. What I would also say is that, cage match with NXT, sometimes you got to maybe take it with a very slight grain of salt, in the sense that only the super fans are watching the show. But again, I do think I buy that the match is strong. So shout out to both women. Shout out to Jordan Grace. I'm a big fan of Jordan Grace.
Yes. Mixed tag team match, Chelsea Green and Ethan Page.
That's
what happened there?
That's pretty fucking
beast. Defeats Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele.
I would watch that, actually. That sounds like Americana. That sounds real. That sounds like wrestling. I'd watch that.
And then we had the main event, Obafemi defeats Javon Evans, which has a 9.3 on Cage Match. That's crazy.
Great. It was a great match. It was an excellent match. If Javon won, I'd say it's one of the best big matches of the year.
Oh wow. Yeah. I want to see what are the scores now for Forbidden Door.
Go for it.
I'm very curious. Very curious. But yeah, I'll read. Monty, can you put another super chat while I find the event?
Let's go for it.
It all comes with a fall from grace, young boy. What is fall from grace? No, I mean, on topic. Net age 216.70, £2. Thank you. Love the cinema in the MJF match. Beautiful stuff. Real. Can
Natalie's
I say?
Go ahead. Give your
you go ahead. You explain.
So Natalie's referring to some of the camera angles, some of the cross-fading, some of the zoom in and focusing on certain parts of the screen where everything else is blurred. There's a lot of that type of stuff in the match, and clearly, figured out beforehand. And they had a match that had a lot of near falls, had a ref bump, had a couple nut shots, had a contract shot on both ends. We had a belt shot attempt. We had a diamond ring attempt. We had a ref bump where the ref was knocked out. Then he woke up. Then he counted the 3. And then Hangman Page put his leg on the rope. And then the referee counted the 3 anyway. The bell didn't ring. Mark Briscoe came out. Bryce Remsburg woke back up. He pointed out the leg. And then, he didn't count the finish. And then Max was mad. There was a lot going on. What did you think of the match, Anna?
I was so surprised to see how much people hated it. Like the discourse around it, I was so surprised because I had a great time. Like, sure, it was overbooked. Sure, it was like, oh, then when the ref bump happened, I was like, oh, here we go again, It was an MJF match, guys. Like, are we surprised? But I had a great time because at the same time that it was a MJF match, it was still a Hangman match, And like MJF, he can go in the ring. Yeah, sometimes like he overbooks and he does the drama and he does all of those things. But when that guy wrestles, he wrestles. So like maybe that's his downfall in the end because he can be such a great wrestler, but he overbooks it so much that people forget that he's a great wrestler. But Hangman, still, seeing Hangman as a champion, I really liked the match. And I really like when Hangman got the briefcase, the contract, and just boom, like on MJF's face, I think it was nice little...
So here's the thing about this match format. For me, if I saw it fewer and farther in between, I wouldn't have an issue with it. Guys, I grew up on Attitude Era WWF and ECW. I've seen fuckery in my matches. I've seen people run in. I've watched matches where New Jack runs in and you're like, what's happening? 5 other people run in. It turns into like a tag match out of nowhere. You're like, is this singles match still going on? A whole cutscene happens. There's chaos. Joey Styles like, what's going on in the ring? Is the match still happening? And then everyone clears out and then we get back to the 2 people. And you're like, bro, we just had like 7 minutes of interruptions. I've grown up on that. I've seen Steve Austin fucking have to fight off like 17,000 members of Vince McMahon's group. I get it. But I just think it's overdone personally, especially in modern wrestling. Like between John Cena's title defenses and I think it's just a lot. It's a lot. So that affected my perception of it for sure. I just feel like, look, obviously MJF is like the young heel that Hangman's gonna have to deal with because Ospreay's gone, Swerve's gone. Who is Hangman gonna work with? And the truth is, it's gonna be by committee, but Max is the credible main event young heel that you can always go back to. So I understand not wanting to just close the book on Max and Hangman. I understand that. I also understand doing a fuck finish so that Max can come on TV and have a thing that he can complain about. And then he can kind of resurface and face Hangman again. I understand that as well. So it's okay to do a fuck finish. However, it felt like they did like 3 glued together. Very simply, you could have just done a thing of the rope thing where the foot's on the rope and then Max thought he won, and then Bryce like, no, he didn't, and then Hangman just gets the win afterwards. You could have just done that. You could have done a Mark Briscoe thing. You could have done one of the fucking belt shot, briefcase shot thingies. Doing all 3 back-to-back to back, when really Max only needed one of them to have an out, is like, oh my God, like it's just excessive. So I didn't love the match because I thought it was very like a jumbled mix of different ideas that didn't work for me personally. I thought their match at Revolution was better because it was more direct, whereas this felt like 3-4 different matches taped together. But here's the thing. Max and Hangman Page are great wrestlers. So it wasn't like bad. The work was not bad at all. You know what I mean? I just personally liked the total package of their first match better. And I do think their third match will be excellent as well. This was just a match where it served the means to an end of we have to build another match. So I understand that. I'm aware of that. I just didn't love this one. That's just me personally.
I liked it. I wouldn't say I loved it. I do still think that their previous match was better. Yeah, of course. But when I was watching it, like that, that meme, like, oh, this match is like, this match was pretty good. If you don't have like a bitch in your ear, you're complaining about it. Like that was me. Like I was watching the match, I was having like this such a great time, and then I opened Twitter and people are like, "Oh my God, fuck this shit!" I was like, "Whoa." Oops, arrest me, take me away.
Max is happy with it because of the crowd, and I get that. I totally get that. He should be happy, but I just didn't love it. I just didn't love it personally. Without
I
thinking it
think
was like a disaster. I didn't think it was a disaster.
yeah, no. Like they're two great workers, but I think
Right.
it did what it set out to do
Mm-hmm.
in MJF fashion. And as for Hangman, something that I would love to see him going through the Don Callis family, because well, we will get there on the new edition of the Don Callis family, but you have such good wrestlers there that I imagine having like singles matches with Hangman. Imagine just like Hangman doing like a cool little like Dynamite main event against Josh Alexander, like things like that.
No, for
But
sure.
I do understand, like, okay, if you put Hangman defeating everyone in the Callis family, you just like demoralize them too much. But I would like to see him at least like 2 or 3 different wrestlers from the Don Callis family, and then for the end all to be against Okada, to have like a big match against Okada. I think that would be really, really beast. And like really, really like a cool little story that can keep him busy for a few months. And so just like, oh, who's really the biggest champion of the company, something like that. I think you can like they're enjoying doing like champions going against champions. Like with the women's, they did that 2 times in a row, so why not, And you can do some cool little matches like Lance Archer again. He's always good with Hangman. You can do Josh Alexander. You can put, even Wardlow if they want to put Wardlow there to have like a cool little match. I think you can do some stuff like with the people from the Don Callis family that it's okay if they get pinned.
Yeah, I totally agree. Oh my God! Speaking of Callis family, Anna, I want to get into it now. What did you think of Wardlow coming
Okay.
back? What did you think of Wardlow coming back?
I was screaming to my computer, it's 2025! It's 2025! Ibou, I was laughing. Like, I mean, all respect to, I really don't want to come across as mean, but like, Wardlow in the Don Callis family in 2025? I forgot he was there. Like, I was so I was laughing. Like I don't know what to say anymore.
It was the funniest. I thought it was the funniest return I've seen in a long time. When Swerve got attacked, I was like, who is that? And then when it was Wardlow, I was like, I'm so sure. Like, I'm so sure it's fucking Wardlow. And he's beating him up, and he's beating up the security guards, and you can tell he wants to do like 17 power bombs so badly, but he's trying to show that he can do more than power bombs. But it was so funny to me. And Anna, I was in Discord and in Selfmade, and I'm watching the stare down with Takeshita, and Takeshita walks out, and I'm like, oh my God, Takeshita Okada, and he's staring down Wardlow, and I'm like, move, fucking move, I want to see Okada, and it's Wardlow, and I'm like, I don't fucking want this, man, god damn it. So it is what it is. The Callis family is now the Wu-Tang Clan. There's like 90 people in the group now. It's unbelievable. I've legitimately lost count of how many people are in the stable. So it's getting to the point where, like, if you're just a heel in AEW, just join the Callis family. So, all right.
But honestly, it's going hard as fuck. Like if you have a faction, a heel faction, and your starting lineup is Okada, Kyle Fletcher, and Takeshita.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. That is an insane.
And then you see the background, and you have like Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, like Josh Alexander. Like, oh damn. And then okay, Wardlow's there, sure, but head just settled there. Like, yes. It's crazy.
It's just fucking insane.
It's generally so overpowered. It's insane.
And that makes
Wardlow stand out even more as a sword time. Like I hope that he took his time away to like lock in and become an absolute beast machine in the ring. But the thing is, his problem was never in the ring exactly, because he needed to do what he set it out to do. He did his basic shit and like he worked. I think he had like a big charisma problem, so I think putting him with Don Callis, could work in a way, because the time that he was the most compelling his entire career was when he was next to a shithead heel, So maybe they're trying to repeat the formula, but I hope that he used this time to actually become like an absolute machine in the ring, because then it could be like a big asset. But I think sure, if he has to come back, they have to put him somewhere. That's the best place they could have fit him in, But it's just very, very funny.
It's very funny. I'm curious if Wardlow's still going to say Wardlow's World.
Oh my God.
Something about Something about Wardlow just being back is just really funny to me. I don't know what it is. Something about it's just funny.
It was so funny. It was like a blast from the past, you know? It felt like it was 2021, 2022 all over again. It's like when I see, to this day, when I see Sammy Guevara, it's like, which year am I in? It's some wrestlers, they just get stuck.
Yeah, there's wrestlers in AEW that feel outdated to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They feel like very outdated. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
They were very much off the time, you know?
Yeah.
But,
it feels so 2020, 2029. I don't know. And that's not to say that the early guys, it's not to say that the early guys don't have value in AEW, but it just feels like a very different company. And it's just weird to see like some of them try to get reintegrated.
And you have people that were in AEW since the start, like Hangman, for example, like MJF, you know, like Darby. You had those people that were there also through all of those phases, and they just adapt and they grew with it and they changed, and they're, you know, they're still holding up. And then on the other hand, you have wrestlers that, if like, no, literally not, like, I really don't mean this to come across as disrespect. It just felt like they got stuck. It felt like they didn't grow with the company in a way. Yeah. So like Rosa, for example, you know, and that makes me very sad to say, but like, yeah, Thunder Rosa, it feels like she was very off the time, you know. I
do hope she finds a lane in there, because she loves AEW and she's very passionate and she wants to still be a part of everything. I agree with you that it's been a tough reintegration for her. She hasn't really found her lane on the show in the last couple of years. I don't know what's going to change that though, because like she's not the type of girl that Tony likes to book for like work rate matches on the show, nor is she high enough on the card to be like a champion. So it's just weird. Tony's next thing to figure out is how to like use the mid card girl that isn't a super worker, you know. So I don't know. And I can see Tony just being like, it's not worth it. But I root for Thunder Rosa. I like her. She's a sweetheart. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Ibou, what are you gonna do when Wardlow he gets the microphone on Wednesday and he says it's Callous World?
I think I'm gonna just turn off the show. I think I was gonna. Oh my god, this guy he's gonna stand in the ring with everybody in there. I have the best collection of talent since the 1996 Chicago Bulls. And he's going to start talking or booing him and stuff. He's like, Kazuchika Okada, the greatest Japanese wrestler of all time. And as he says that, Takeshita makes a little face like, And then, like, Drain Bamber is going to tweet and be like, Takeshita, looked at Okada, and he frowned. Oh, my God, they're setting up. You know, like, he's going to get that post. And he's like, we got Wardlow. Wardlow's the best big man since Bam Bam Bigelow. You're like, what are you talking about? You know, we got Hechicero, better than Rey Mysterio, better than Mil Mascaras, better than Negro Casas,
Mystico,
better than Atlantis, better than Mystico. You know, and Hechicero's is gonna do that weird like wiggly thing with his arms and shit. You know, Kyle Fletcher, the best wrestler in the history of Australia. It's gonna be, bro. It's the longest fucking promo because there's 70 people. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Overpowered group. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna see the scores for Forbidden Door, but wait, let's finish the super chats because we're gonna go to Forbidden Door anyway, then when we talk about each match, I'm gonna tell the rating on Cage Match.
Yes.
Okay, Sonic5993. What is happening today with all of the super chats with the numbers on the username?
It's so weird.
5. I mean, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm just very surprised. $5. Pun Gunter and Cody Cena of all matches having no ref bumps or interferences in 2025 is in North American events is incredibly funny.
Yeah, it's been a very funny year when it comes to just bumping the refs. We need a moratorium on that. Let's all just agree to like take a break for like 5 months at least.
Yozora, people are explaining that YouTube started giving numbers for some reason and they changed everyone's screen names to ads.
Yo,
that's.
I just saw the funniest tweet. So Pro Wrestling Finesse tweeted that Corey Graves said learning tree on Raw. and Chris O'Brien tweeted a quote of a guy getting a text and running out of his house, and the caption is "I'm free."
Learning tree. No.
Oh my god!
What was the context? Who was on screen? What he was talking? I need to know the context.
I don't know, but Anna, just know this: anytime someone's coming to WWE, Corey Graves does the Easter eggs on commentary thing. Like with CM Punk, when Punk was coming, he was doing Easter eggs. It's absolutely happening. It's absolutely happening.
Mr. Jerry Guana.
Oh my god.
E2J.
Folks, there's a good chance
Joe Hendry.
Folks, it's going to be December, and Worldwide is literally just going to be a Jericho review show. I'm going to be honest with you. We're both
Judgment Day. Ibou, it was the Judgment Day on screen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Y2 Judgment Day. It's so
the Jared Judgment Day. It's funny because the Judgment Day are working in AAA, and you just know Jericho's gonna go for the Mega Championship. You see, I am le Mega Champion. You know. Oh my god! Listen.
Oh my god! They are gonna do a cage match with Demon Finn Balor and the Painmaker Chris Jericho, and it's gonna be the worst match
it is
you've ever seen in your life.
You're gonna get a shitty pre-tape where you see Jericho from behind, right? And he's talking into a mirror, but it's zoomed in on his back, right? And it's slowly panning backwards. And you just hear him going like, Finn Balor, you think I'm afraid of a demon? I am a demon. I'm more than a demon. I bring pain because I am. And the camera pans out and you see him with the face paint talking to the mirror, the Painmaker. And he turns around to face the camera. And then and that's just the end of the graphic. And then it cuts back to fucking Wade Barrett like, oh my God, what a bombshell announcement there. Oh, Cole, Jericho is going to be the Painmaker against Finn Balor.
You have no idea how excited I am to see Jericho in WWE just because it's going to be like so dog shit that it's going to be so hilarious.
Triple H is going to tweet through tears in his eyes. Painmaker, Demon, this Sunday. Hashtag WWE Saturday night's main event.
Painmaker Demon.
You're going to tweet Painmaker Demon.
Y2JD.
Oh my God, Y2JD. He's going to talk to Finn Balor. He's going to go in front of Dom and be like, oh my God. He's going to be like, with my guy, Dirty D. I just don't imagine. You know what? He is going to join the Judgment Day. He's going to do it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They need a new Carlito, you know?
Oh my fucking God. Could you imagine?
That's going to be so funny.
Could you imagine the Judgment Day coming out to Judas?
Oh. No, do you think he's still gonna be Judas, or he's gonna bring
he's gonna bring
down
Judas.
the wall or something?
He's gonna he used Judas on an NXT takeover. He's gonna use Judas. Oh my God.
You know, it's so when Jericho is not terrorizing your favorite company, it's funny. Just so his antics are so funny because I bet if I wasn't an AEW fan, if I was a WWE fan and I saw the fucking learning tree, what was that stupid ass gimmick that he was doing that he was like, hi,
hi guys,
what is that about?
And he's gonna stand
the
in the
Jericho Appreciation Society when they made everyone wear the berets like they were the fucking Black Panthers. What?
Yeah, what the fuck? Anna, he's going to stand in the ring with Raquel and Roxanne and JD McDonough and Finn Balor and Dominic. And he's like, this is the new Judgment Day, and we will never, ever be the same again. Doom 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 doom.
Tony Bernie said in the chat the J1 climax.
The J1 climax.
Guys, we cannot do this again, but I am so excited for this. I am so excited
for the Jericho Dominic tags. Or Dom gets the mic for the promo, right? And you know how they all boo Dom? And Jericho goes, hey, you don't boo him! He's a sexy Spanish sex god! That's Dirty D! Dominic he's flexing his muscles and shit, you know? And then when Jericho gets booed, Dom's like, hey, Cállese la cabrón! He's like, you don't boo a legend. That's Chris Jericho. He's a legend. Cállese! You show him respect. You know? Oh my Jesus.
Oh my God, Ibou, this is going to become a Jericho on WWE show. I'm sorry,
you,
like
it's what's gonna happen. Oh my God. The first segment, Dom's gonna be backstage with Jericho, right? Jericho walks up to him. Dom's chewing his gum, right? And Dom's like, hey, it's our clubhouse. Judgment Day only. And Jericho's like, hey, Junior, I used to walk in these buildings when you were still shitting yourself, all right? And then Dom's just kind of like, he's staring at him. Finn's like, hey, man. He's all right, He's all right. It's Chris Jericho, man. He's my friend, man. Let him in. They're gonna do this fucking lore storyline. I'm telling you, it's gonna go a whole fucking year, Anna. A whole fucking year. You know?
Oh my God.
There's gonna be tension with Dom and Jericho and Finn.
He's gonna say something like, you remind me of your dad, but like implying it's Eddie Guerrero, you know?
Oh my God. You know, I knew Eddie. And by the way, Dom, you're right. Rey Mysterio was a piece of shit. I'm telling you, they're gonna connect all that lore back together. And it's gonna end with Painmaker versus Demon at WrestleMania. In the worst match.
And when they they're gonna bring up to the main roster Ethan Page and Ricky Starks and make them form a faction with Jericho.
Ego. Kill him all, kill him with a smile. Ego. Yo,
what have I become?
Let me see what the chat is saying. Someone said Y2 Judgment Day versus the Vision at Survivors. Oh my Jesus Christ, Anna. Just imagine the 2026 Paul Heyman Jericho promo segments.
Oh.
Jericho's just yapping and all yours. Ladies and gentlemen! And you're like, oh, fuck. My name is Paul Heyman, and I am here as the advocate for the Vision. And we are here to have a discussion with Y2J. And you're just like, fucking kill me. Somebody shoot me, please. It's 10 minutes in, and they're just riffing, and you just hear like, Y2J, Y2,
no.
Y2J, and the fans are just singing and chanting, and nothing has been achieved. And you're like, what is happening? And then Heyman's like, I have a proposition. Tonight, the owner of the Shula Fala, the tribal thief, Bronson Reed, and the future of WrestleMania, Braun Breaker, against Chris Jericho and Dirty Dom Mysterio.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're about to see the this is going to be so camp. This is going to be so camp. Like, okay, like I said, when Jericho's not terrorizing your favorite company, he is so camp. Like, come on. I'm about to start like some historical revisionism with Jericho and AEW. Because now looking back on the Jericho Appreciation Society, looking back on the learning tree, camp.
Yo, someone in the chat,
he had a vision. We didn't see it at the time.
Pedro wrote, change the channel. Oh my God. He's going to run into TNA to win their belt and shit for no fucking reason. Oh my God. Trick Williams!
Someone has said,
I've been whipping that trick for 30 years, baby.
Melodome Mist versus Y2J Vaughn.
Yo boy is bouncy. He walks away and Jericho's like looking at himself. Bouncy. He looks at his ass and shit, you know, and it's like, LOL.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This is going to be so good. I am so excited. The
awful NXT style skits where Jericho and Javon are like going out night clubbing and Jericho thinks he looks cool because he's wearing these spiky fucking leather jackets and Javon's like,
oh my God, leather pants.
Listen, and Javon's like, nah, OG. that ain't fly no more. Yo, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna get you right, Jericho. I'm gonna get you right, you know, and he's shopping with him. Jericho walks out with a fucking sideways hat and he's like, what up, niggas? You know, and they're fucking hanging out and shit. They're going to like the cool spots and shit like that. And then like a girl walks by that looks like mad good and shit. And Javon's like, damn. And Jericho's like, Now that's bouncy. And that's the end of the fucking skit. You cut back to Booker T like, oh man, shucky ducky. Jesus.
How long until Jericho goes to like a Triple Mania show?
Like the second week. Natalie said
God.
Jericho's gonna go to a black barber. Oh my god. They look at Jericho's hair and they're like, they fucking line him up with a fade or some shit. Jesus Christ. Kale said, why are you doing this?
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Lola Vice doing that kind
Ibou
of
is making WWE sound fucking awful. No, like, this is how they are. This is like the most realistic depiction of WWE ever. Do you remember they sent EO to a fucking Japanese restaurant to make a skit of your food? Like, this is what WWE is.
Kale said, you are assaulting my ears. I'm just gonna yo Monty, go right to that last super chat, the outer circle one.
And then we come back to Deus at a heart one, please.
Oh my god, bro.
The outer circle.
Oh my god.
This is going to be so ass. I am so excited. You just know, like, we're gonna be watching Royal Rumble or some bullshit. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be watching that.
Right.
The second Judas hits, I will celebrate.
Oh yeah.
Like his, oh my god, I'm gonna celebrate like fucking, like, I don't even know. Madame Toyota herself just walked out because I'm gonna be so excited for the absolute horrid TV we're going to see. I'm going to be every Monday night or Friday night on Twitter just waiting for the Jericho clips to hit the timeline. Like,
I think this is gonna bring me back, Anna. I think this is gonna bring me back. I think I'm ready now. I think I've gone all the way around where I've lost my mind, and now I'm like, fuck it. Do your worst, Chris Jericho. Do your fucking worst, man. Just imagine.
Oh my God,
Go ahead.
The Jericho Appreciation Society. Like, when we actually stopped to think about it, that was hilarious. It was a nightmare when you would have to go through it, but like,
LA Knight was like, Chris, you take one more step, I'll knock the toupee off your head. Yeah. And Jericho's like, toupee? This is real. Yeah. That's my word. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm killing myself. This is gonna be like a personal challenge. How long I can actually take watching Jericho and WWE.
Adam Pearce runs out.
One day I'm out.
Guys, have you noticed Adam Pearce is like Fred the Fish from SpongeBob? Every time I watch this show, he runs out. He's just fucking crashing out. He's gonna run and be like, enough! No, enough! I'm sick of hearing you guys fighting. All right, tonight, LA Knight, Chris Jericho, main event, and the crowd's just like, yeah.
What is the worst? What is like the worst possible match in terms of in-ring work?
Oh my! I got it for you. Jericho's in the ring as the Painmaker, right? On the screen, all you hear is like, you hear this kind of like Japanese kind of like string instrument, ding 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 ding, and you just hear like, "Koko wa hazu, Chris Jericho." Korewa Nakamura Shinsuke da. And I challenge you to a match. And they book the fucking match. And you're like, bruh, what the fuck? Shinsuke Nakamura, Chris Jericho. Next week
oh my god, that gave me like negative chills. You like it just This is crazy. It's crazy how wrestling changes, right? Because if you say like 15 years ago, Chris Jericho is gonna come here, people be like, oh shit. Now it's just like a nightmare. Like the biggest nightmare that we can imagine.
He's just, これがペンメーカーだ。そして、ストロングスタイル VS ペンメーカー中村慎介 Chris Jericho! And they just fucking throw the fucking graphic up, and you're like, oh my Jesus Lord, help me. Sakale said for us.
Joe is not here. Joe cannot save you.
I got another hour. Don't get me going.
Jericho versus Solo match is gonna be. Jericho's solo is gonna be disgusting.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Woo! We taking it all.
Oh my god.
Oh, all right. We'll try to get back on track after
Okay.
that, folks.
Sorry. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to keep that video of us like making weird combinations with Jericho's name saved to see which ones we got correct.
Yes. Junior said encore, and then Sonic in the chat said Monty. Yo, someone in the chat said Y2JC Mateo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Incredible. Incredible. Folks, that's WrestlePurists Worldwide. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week. Mods!
Y2JC Mateo.
Y2JC Mateo.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so disgusting. I'm so excited.
Ready. I'm so ready.
I am so excited.
Anna, this is the most alive I've felt in 9 days.
Yes.
This is the most alive I have felt in 9 days.
This is the most interest like WWE has gotten out of me in so long, and for all the wrong reasons.
Oh,
like I'm so like morbidly curious of how she can possibly get.
Let's fucking go.
Brother, we want to talk about Bandito.
Brother, we want to talk about Bandito. Well, folks.
Y2 Dragon Lee.
Y2. Folks, we'll get back to your wrestling pay-per-view review. Oh my god. Yeah. Let's go. Let me button my shirt back up and put my tie on. And we'll get back to
little overalls and the belly.
Jesus. And I said, Mox stabbed Darby's ear. Yeah, but Jericho and WWE, you know, like, come on.
Come on.
Oh my! Pedro said he's gonna do. Hola, amigos.
He's gonna go to Triple H. He's gonna have like the worst. Oh my god. Jericho versus Alberto Del Rio.
Nino Hamburguesa? I want you next.
Oh, they're gonna make him fight Vikingo? Oh my god. Vikingo is never recovering from that one, by the way.
Oh my god.
There's no going back.
Oh my god.
He should have gone to AEW while he could.
You know, I am a AAA legend. And it's like, Corazon de Leon. You're like, all right, man. All right, man.
He's gonna try to do a moonsault or like immediately just.
Bro. He's gonna do Lionheart again.
Oh my god.
Ben Dixon said Jericho Cross on the first head-to-head. Jericho Mas.
Jericho Mas is crazy.
All right, let's go.
Juventude Hero.
Instead of oh my god, Gunther and Jericho. Gunther's like, I am a wrestler. I'm a pure wrestler. The match is unsacred. And Jericho's just like fucking comes. Oh my god. WrestlePurists.
How long? Now, real talk. How long until they put until Jericho goes to the White House and sits next to Triple H and Trump?
That's happening. That picture's definitely happening.
That is so happening. He's gonna be so excited. He's gonna be like, bro, I was here on January 6th. You know, we tried. We did our best. Standing behind me right now is a great man. Two great men, actually. Both sent by the WWE. We have Triple H over here, Paul Levesque. Great guy. Real strong guy. Look at him. Look, the muscle, big muscles, strong guy. And to my left is Chris Jericho. He calls himself what they call you? Y2J? Y2J. That's a real nickname right there. It's a scary nickname. Scary guy. Strong, great guy though. Great guy. Thank you to the WWE. Shirley straw.
Someone said Y2 MAGA.
I'm sorry.
All right.
It's really burnt. Okay, let's go back to
Should we get back to
God.
let's do this.
Yes, please, super chat.
We got this. We can do it.
Oh my God.
Right.
They are $5. I asked this about Hurt Syndicate and the answer ended up being low. So I'll ask about a new case. What is the end game of this MJF Briscoe program?
I don't fucking know, man.
I think it's just Briscoe kicking the ass of MJF. Like, very straightforward thing. No?
Yeah.
Usually how those things go. Ryan Cecchini 3468, 699 Canadian, thank you. The highs have been astronomical this year, but I feel like AWTV has been more consistent overall than the pay-per-views for the first time.
AEW is good, yes.
AEW is having a great year, honestly.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. Danny Klang 7359 $5. Interesting episode of BT today. Any thoughts? And how would you book Takeshita's eventual face turn?
I didn't watch it, and Takeshita should beat everybody in the Countless family.
Oh, yes. I think they're gonna do something with Takeshita that I also BT still haven't watched it as well, but I just think it's a very funny gimmick that they got poor and now they're back to doing YouTube. But yeah, this gimmick for the Young Bucks is just perfect in every way. But for Takeshita, I would like the whole Don Callis family just has to jump in. You know, they have to jump him, and then he has to go back and do like the story that I said with Hangman, but it has to be Takeshita. Like he defeats like one by one. He has like a very emotional match with Kyle Fletcher. You know, that's gonna be like absolute cinema. And then the end goal is Takeshita versus Okada, and that's gonna be like the match for the titles. So awesome. I think you can really like milk it into like a great story from this face turn. So
yeah, I'm looking forward
to like
it.
50 ain't watching BT.
No comment. I'm not 50. I'm not 50.
I'm so sorry. Someone said in the chat Jericho putting the little Painmaker hat on Trump.
Jericho has a nice hat here for me. He's gonna share this hat.
No,
it's a beautiful hat.
Gabagoo Gladiator $5 with WWE counter programming all out hard after losing Swerve and Will. What are the odds TK injects Brian with a Green Goblin serum?
That's very funny, and I'd like to see
it. I need Brian back, man. Him on commentary just unmatched. What can that man do?
I love Jericho. I was just gonna say I love Jericho. I love Brian.
Brian is the best, man. Best of all time. Pedro Tash 54 $5. Thank you. Shout out to Takuru Shibata once again. Always kills it at Forbidden Door. Hearing him announce for the women was amazing.
Yeah, he's an awesome announcer for sure.
His hair is so cool also. Yeah, but it always feels like so much more aura, like because you have like Justin Roberts, you know, being like, oh no, Will Ospreay, and then you have like Will Ospreay, and it's just it goes so awesome. Hard. It goes so hard. It feels like an actual like character coming in, you know, like I love it. Danny Kwong 7359 $5. Thank you. You know, Chris Jericho is gonna see Austin Theory. You say to Hunter, have him work with me, Paul. I can help him.
Incredible.
J-Town Down is still my favorite with Mr. Jariguana from last week. J-Town Down just destroyed me.
I'm looking at the timeline. Kale tweeted, someone please cut Ibou's internet off. I cannot take any more of this Jericho fantasy.
J-Town Down. What have I become?
Oh my goodness. Amazing.
Chi-Town Spurs 95.25 $5. Thank you. WWE fans are definitely gonna love the Jericho stuff too. Oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna be posting like when Jericho's having a face-off with Seth Rollins. They're gonna be like, oh my god, aura, this is gonna be amazing. Jericho's back against Seth Rollins. Like they're going to be going great. Oh, the funniest unironic tweets of all time. People are gonna be like, actually, no, we are making jokes, Ibou, but you know they're gonna be people actually fantasy booking Jericho and LA Knight, right? Like you know they're
Yes.
gonna be people being like, oh, this is a dream match.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What did I become? Yeet, now that I betrayed Yeet. Oh my god. Let's keep going, Monty. I cannot see the J word anymore.
Joe in the chat said every business has an organic beginning and a natural, inevitable end. We have sullied the name of worldwide.
I'm sorry. This is way too funny. What is Joe gonna do when we become a Jericho catch-up show?
It's
Jericho review show. No more Raw reviews, just Jericho review.
Joe just DM'd me. I'll read it. He said, "You're fucked. This is hysterical. I'm on a bus and deeply concerned about your health."
Oh my god.
I love podcasting.
Oh, it's so good. Jeremy. This is happening. You guys have no idea this is happening.
Wait, what does that mean? Oh,
the review. Oh. Jer review. Joe, please intervene. He cannot save you. Self-made over time, Jericho.
We're gonna to preserve the integrity of Worldwide. We won't call it Worldwide anymore. We'll literally just call it WrestlePurists J Review.
J Review.
Oh my! Kale said all the super chats are about Jericho.
Wait, let's go back to the super chat. Let's go.
All right, yeah, let's. We're gonna review Forbidden Door. Jericho. Oh my god! Listen, we're gonna review AEW Forbidden Door in the O2 Arena in London, England. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Great show, folks. You know, there's some matches.
Oh my god.
There's a main event. There's a double cage.
It's been 40 minutes. Oh my god.
You know, Anna, I haven't eaten in like 20 hours.
You're getting delirious.
I slept 4 hours this morning, and I've been between the Discord and YouTube and podcasts. I've been doing content / working for multiple days on end. I think I'm losing my mind.
You know what's funny?
Yes.
Like we have real life been sucked into the Jericho vortex.
Yes. It's amazing. I am.
Okay, let's go back to the super chats. I'm so
get
sorry.
On track and finish these super chats.
Let's get on track.
Review Forbidden Door.
Let's get to it. Monty. I was looking back, very surprised Okada didn't get dragged into a Jericho segment. Okada has too much power for that. He has too much pull. I think there were some certain things that Tony Khan just did not want him to be subjected to.
Yes.
Like, what was Jericho supposed to do with Okada? Let's be very fucking for real here.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jake selling 7 for 10, $4.99. Get ready for Javon Evans to be Jericho's first member of the WWE learning tree. Why to Javon, man? I'm telling you.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be nasty. This is gonna be the worst faction of all time, by the way. The Alpha Artist, $2. Scarfman using causing a dent to Hanger's reputation. Guys, it's not that serious. Like, it was a good match. Hangman's reputation is fine. He's still like a great, amazing wrestler. He's chill, you know. It was people are really like dramatic over this match.
Yeah, man.
Masp 199 doubling chanting for me that Friday was crazy. Irish people are just funny, you know.
I didn't know that happened, but that sounds about, you know. Yeah.
Jerry strokes. Oh my god, guys, you need to stop.
Is
Thank you,
Ibou still
Jerry
anti-European
strokes.
crowds? Yeah, I hate European crowds. I think they stink, and I'm tired of you guys singing. I've had enough.
Hey,
I've had
at
enough.
least we're not chanting what at every 2 seconds. We're not chanting what when people don't speak English. Well, or English is not their first language, even if they speak English perfectly. I'm just
Okay,
gonna say
that
that.
that is bad, but I've had enough of.
Mm-hmm. That's not worse
And who are ya?
than
Who
being
are ya?
racist.
What happened?
That's not worse than being racist.
Sure, but have you considered? I think European crowds suck. Yes, that's my hot take. Go ahead and throw the tomatoes at me. I don't give a goddamn shit. God damn it. I've had enough of these fucking wrestling shows where they're in the ring, they're cutting a promo, and then people are like, we are gonna sing, we are going to sing.
You're just sad that you cannot have this much fun. That if you go to a wrestling show, you have to hear "We want tables." What?
Yes.
What?
Enough. Fuck. Enough of this fucking singing. It's just too much. God damn. Hey, Bailey. Who? I want to know.
You hate fun. You just hate fun.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You rather your crowds be silent.
Yes. Just shut up and watch in silence and chant "This is awesome" at minute 20, like a good crowd. You know. Just shut up. God damn.
You hate fun.
Yes. Maybe I do. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Bailey. And then the segment goes like 10 minutes longer, and they just fucking let the people chant, and nothing gets said, and then they just sing and fucking jerk each other off.
And it's fun.
It fucking sucks. Stop singing. Shut up. All this goddamn singing. And who are you? You know who he is. They said his name. What the fuck does "who are you" mean? Fuck. What happened? Whatever. I haven't eaten in 20 hours. I'm hungry. I want a fucking sandwich.
Just eat something. I'm like snacking the whole time.
Fuck. I finished all my chips. Fuck. I'm going downstairs right now. Go ahead. I'm going to find something. Fuck.
$2. Javon's alive, right?
Huh?
Javon's alive, right?
I hope so.
I didn't watch the match. You should know.
I was gonna say. All right, let's
Jamais. 5 Canadian. My God, I felt like I summoned something. Like Joe Henry from the NXT crop and from Why to Believe. Why to Believe. I believe in. What have I become?
Oh my God.
I believe in Judas in my mind.
I don't want to get my pay docked, so I'm gonna just no sell this.
Love Dog Savory $1.99. You think Trips well put Chris on Fridays? Probably he doesn't want to work with him.
Oh Jesus.
Christian Ramos the King's Hater $2. Outer Circle. Santana, Ethan, Javon, Saints, Omos. Oh my God.
I'm ready.
Oh, Outer Circle is hilarious.
Santana's like
the Jericho Depreciation Society.
Yo, my man, it's not gonna be like last time. This time, I'm gonna call the shots. This time, I'm driving. And Jericho has fucking tension with Santana. I have found a bag of chile picante flavored plantain chips. So I'm going to eat this for the next 2 minutes, Anna. You take the rest of these super chats. I believe in you.
Okay. The Alpha Artist, $2. You're forgetting the big one. Y2J versus Cody. Oh my God. That's going to be the most overbooked match of all time. If you guys had a problem with the MJF matches, you better be ready. Y2J and Code is going to be depressing. It's not even gonna be funny for the Jerry view. It's just going to be some disgusting work right then and there. We're about to see ref bumps never seen before. Like, oh no, or it's either this or they're gonna try to do like a work rate match, but Jericho cannot go. So, oh my god, he's gonna be gassed by like 10 minutes, and they're gonna go like 40 minutes. Oh my god.
These ships are really.
Oh my god, Ibou, how would you book a Y2J Cody match?
I wouldn't.
Like, it's going to happen. How do you think it's gonna happen?
Rough bumps.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow Arn Anderson was going to get involved. And at some point in the match, a little person's going to run out and kick Cody in the balls.
This is going to be so... I don't know if it's worse if they do something crazy overbooked or if they try to do a work rate match with Jericho in the shape that he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Y2J Academy, Maxine is going to learn so much. Top Proposal 199, thank you so much.
Thank you.
They would put Maxine in the Jericho Depreciation Society or whatever. Jericho Admiration Society.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Might to chase you. Monty, next super chat, please.
Monty has
Departments
brain damage right now from this podcast.
Thank you. Good thing at least we're not getting Y2 cross. Never say never, you know, like this can always happen. There's still a chance. Do you think the crossing is a work or is like for real?
I think it's legitimate.
Well, Ibou, you need to read this.
Elio Del Vikingo, you just made the list.
Yes, £2. Thank you so much. This is going to happen. Oh my god, Light Chaser said on the chat, Maxine most definitely clears Anna, and I think he's talking about Anna J, but I was so like, for a second, like, okay, wow. What did I do? The fuck is say me? Fuck me for? Sonic 59.93 $2. I hope you're happy you got worldwide cancelled. Sorry. Andrew Brown 99.81 $2. Can't wait for Paymaker Jericho versus Roman Reigns. Roman is not coming back for Chris Jericho. I'm sorry, this is not happening.
Happening.
Ultra Instincts M96 £199. Why Cody always get written off when he gets booed?
Because he's a
they don't want they don't want him to get beaten off. Wait, not beaten off. Written off. We discover Sonic 59.93 $2. Thank you. We discover a new advanced form of torture. I'm sorry. Guys, do not act like this isn't the funniest podcast you've ever seen in your life. Why two Chinese water torture?
This show is so good, Anna.
It's so good. People do not understand. I love that your username Ibou is none of your business 93. You were 40 years old.
I'm not fucking 40, bro.
None of your business is crazy. This is like the most teenager during the 2000s things I've ever seen.
I made that I made that YouTube name in like 2010.
1993. At least now we know the age.
I
SJ
know.
Connor is 17,
No, I
199
threw a
pounds.
number out
Do
there.
not try to deny it.
I
Do
just
not
threw
try to deny it.
Joe said 1 3/4. Oh my god.
Y2 Epic Department 1956, 199. Y2 Jelly Roll.
Oh, I'm ready. Yo,
WrestleMania 42 program buckle up.
When the video is done posting, Monty should change the name of the podcast to like
the Jerry Review.
Just change it to like Anna and Ibou lose their minds for 3 hours. WrestlePurists worldwide. Like literally title of that or something.
This is the most accurate representation. Y2 Jelly Roll. They're going to make Jelly Roll sing Judas. Oh my god.
Oh man. Joe said there is no better Jericho bit than having a shitty show that you're convinced is awesome, actually. Respect.
This is the best show we've ever seen. Top Robozo $199, and it definitely does the wave at sporting events. And
oh yeah, she definitely.
What about it? I see a wave coming to me. Am I supposed to just be sitting there?
Right.
Do you guys understand what a community is?
Coral, I am not 33.
Sure, Ibou.
I'm not 33. I promise. I swear.
What is the problem with doing the wave at a sporting event? I'm sorry for having an appreciation for life. Like, oh my god.
An appreciation for life.
I'm Marie V, $2. How are y'all feeling about Jericho and TNA Wednesday night more? Stop! Guys, we're trying to move on.
See, y'all are mad at us. Yeah, we're not even getting super chats about Forbidden Door. We're not even fucking getting like, niggas getting mad at us. I'm waiting to fucking, you know. Thank you, Amar.
Thank you. It's gonna be foul, Amar, to reply to.
He also said I'm mad at everyone. It's not me.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Okay, Forbidden Door. Let's end the Jericho talk and talk about Killswitch and Kip Sabian versus Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Now, I bet people wish we were talking about Jericho more.
I thought this was boring.
This was definitely a match. Okay, and this has 6.25 in cage match. Next up, we have AEW TNT title match. Kyle Fletcher defeats Hiromu Takahashi, which has 7.77, which I think it's low for not low, but I would give a solid 8 for this match. I think it was really good.
Fair. I think Hiromu Takahashi is somebody that he doesn't turn it up all the time now, and he's not like, look, he's spinning his wheels creatively in New Japan, and he's done everything there is to do in the junior heavyweight division. He's not the explosive daredevil that he was years ago. However, when the moment calls for it, he can turn it up. And on this night against Kyle Fletcher, they had a good one, man. This was a hell of a match as a second undercard match on the show. I liked this. This was good shit. And I think the 7 fair, good match. Thumbs up.
Very good match. Very, very good match. Next up, we have the women's fatal 4-way match for the TBS title, which has a 7.09, which again, quite low for what it was, I think. Mercedes Moné versus defeats Alex Windsor, Bozilla, and Persephone. I think this was like Mercedes. People don't appreciate how well she puts other people over. I feel like it's something people are like catching on more now. Like her fans always knew, of course, but it's becoming more and more clear. She spent the whole 15 minutes of this match just bumping her ass off to make sure that every woman in this match came out of it looking like a star. And that's something that has to be more appreciated, you know? She has 9 belts. She didn't need to do all that. If she was what people think she is, she would just be like the dominant champion throughout the whole match. She was bumping her ass more than anyone. And Bozilla looked like a star. Persephone looked like a star. Alex Windsor looked like a star. It was very fun. Good match. I think all the women came out looking very, very well. And that was definitely due to Mercedes and also to do with the fact that they are very good wrestlers. So, like we said with Bozilla, she like 1 more year in Japan, 2 more years in Japan. She's gonna be great. Alex Windsor is generally really, really, really good. I think she's way better than people give her credit for. And Persephone, I would love to see more of her. I mean, I think she's also very good. And let's see if one of them gets Stephanie vacated soon. So
we'll see. I love everybody involved. I actually didn't think this came together that well early on, to be honest with you. I'm in the minority. I didn't love this, to be honest. I thought it was kind of just didn't come together as a multi-man. Towards the end, there was some cool stuff. Bozilla's fucking awesome. I'm a big fan of Persephone. She's a great woman. Mercedes is the best. Alex Windsor has been fucking awesome. I love everybody involved. I just didn't love this early on, but thought it came together late, and I good stuff.
Yeah, the one thing that I would have to say with this match that I felt like it didn't really came together in the best was in the moments that Bozilla was like the main person in the ring, because like I said, she's still very green, you know? You can see that she's only been wrestling for like a year or something. She's 21 years old. She's been wrestling for a year. She still hasn't found like her footing or exactly like her rhythm within matches. If it had been Azumi or Starlight Kid in this match like everyone originally thought it would be, but then Azumi was in the finals of the 5-star, so it wasn't possible. But if it was either Starlight Kid or Azumi like people thought it would be, this match would have been like match of the night. But Bozilla, she's still a bit green, you know, but she did her best and she did a good enough job. So fun little match. Yes, of course you didn't like the women's match. I'm joking. IWGP World Heavyweight Title match. Zack Sabre Jr. defeats Nigel McGuinness with Daniel Garcia in the ringside. 8 out of 10 on cage match. Very fair. I thought this match was so good. I just maybe because I was like so emotionally invested in it as well. You know, I'm a very open Zack Sabre Jr. supporter. Like I love him. He is just an incredible technical wrestler, or like Brian Danielson was saying, a scientific wrestler. Good technical wrestler just makes me feel like I'm levitating. I feel like there's very little in the world that makes me feel like good technical wrestler makes me feel, you know? It's just special when they do it to that level. I just got like tingles all around. And just see Nigel being able to perform also at this level after everything he's been through and perform in his home country against a wrestler that he inspired, you know, for a title in New Japan, like, is fucking crazy. So I really, really love this match. I feel like out of everything, I would say this was my favorite match of the night.
Wow.
Because I think the in-ring work, I think it was great, but also everything around it, like the emotions that I felt watching this and just the type of wrestling that I particularly prefer. This was my favorite wrestling match of the night for sure.
This is one of those things that can only happen in AEW and make you appreciative of the promotion's existence. I'm very, very happy for Nigel McGuinness. I thought the presentation of this thing going in was awesome. And man, the fucking video package with Johnny Saint before the match was tremendous. The whole presentation of this was classy. The whole thing here was awesome. So this gets 2 thumbs up for me. I thought everything about this was excellent.
And what about Garcia?
Yeah, him not turning is so weird. They're gonna wait to do it on like a random collision that nobody's watching against, just going head to head with college football. Get it? Look, did everybody expect it? Yes, but that doesn't mean just because something's predictable doesn't mean it's bad. It's the logical thing to do. And in this case, with what they set up, you do it here. Because, like, dude, who's gonna care when he does it on, again? Like I said, 2 months from now in a collision that nobody's watching. So yeah.
They just made him look like a geek, you know? It just felt like he just went out there to do nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just like potential, man. Like, I feel so sad. I feel it's like this. We've been talking about this exact same things about Garcia for 3 years now. you know? And it's come to the point that I cannot even force myself to care anymore. And then when they do this kind of decision, it's like, okay, they're doing all of this because Garcia turning on Nigel in his home country after having this emotional match with two legends of British wrestling in the front row. Like, okay, it's what people were expecting, but they can play this really well, and the crowd would still be super into. Like, the heat would be crazy, and then you don't do it. Like, there was no better opportunity. Imagine him like dragging a bloody Nigel in front of like the two legends of Johnny Saints, and like. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Now
But
it's
good stuff.
yeah, they just made him look stupid.
We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. What was next, Hannah?
But he looked good, so
Yep.
it was the AEW World Tag Team Title 3-way match, which has 6.8, which I think is due to the
That's
to the
racism.
finish.
That's racism.
Maybe that, or also due to the finish, which, guys, the finish was not that absurd that it makes the match go from like a very solid like 7.7 to a 6.8. I think 6.8 is like very exaggerated for this match. Come on. Bro Dido defeats the Hurt Syndicate and FTR to become the new tag champions. And I was so surprised and so happy. I'm very happy they're striking while the iron's hot. Like, Bro Dido, hell yeah. Bro, like, hell yeah.
I would have liked FTR to win, but it is what it is, I suppose. Sorry, I ran into a baddie on Twitter. My bad. But anyway, so good match, a lot of fun, great action. The Hurt Syndicate are awesome wrestlers. I'm tired of people acting otherwise. Followed. All right, yeah, and obviously it was preposterous.
You are from 1993, Ibou.
Kayfabe. So listen, the Hurt Syndicate losing in the way they did was obviously comical, but I don't work there, so I don't really give a shit. Obviously, it's insane. I don't know, man. I had fun with this. I want the Hurt Syndicate to wrestle more. I think Bobby's going to start going for singles gold, and so we'll see how that goes.
Like, I really like this match. Like I said, when you put the Hurt Syndicate in the ring with hoopers, with absolute beasts, you get a good match. And like, sure, yeah, the finish was fucky or whatever. Guys, which way would they accept losing these titles to Bro Dido? Like, they're not gonna get pinned. They will not be on the side of the ring looking like, like, oh, they're too beaten down to get up. The way that they built them, yeah, that made no sense. And making them feud with Ricochet and Gates of Agony, I feel like it's a good place to put them. Like, I think it's like a good way to make them lose the belt, which seemed impossible like a few weeks ago even. And it's something that you put Ricochet in a nice position. Also, you can get like some fun little times out of it, and then Shelton and Bobby can do some single matches that can also be fun. So, but yeah, I think I didn't think the finish was so absurd that people got that mad over it, because after I finished the match, I was like, oh, this was so much fun. And then I opened Twitter and everyone's like, oh my god, this finish fucked up the whole match. And I was like, oh. To the point that it's a 6.8 on Cage Match. I think that's crazy. That was a really good match. Like, genuinely. But anyway, AW Unified title. Okada defeats Swerve, 7.42. I think it was a really good match also.
Yeah.
Okada put in more effort than he usually does nowadays. So
they worked at a really nice pace because they didn't have a lot of time, and that's because of Swerve's injury. Obviously, if Swerve didn't have an injury, they'd go longer. But I'm actually pretty surprised at how much chemistry I saw. When I was watching them wrestle, I was like, yo, these guys kind of have something here with this dynamic. So I liked what I saw, and I was actually like really enjoying the match. It's really a shame that that Swerve's injury kind of cut things short there. But I liked what I saw. It was a good match. And I was aware going in that Okada was going to go over because of the Swerve situation. But Swerve is going to resurface in October, going in a different direction. I'm looking forward to what that direction is going to be. Good title defense, and then we talked about the angle already, but I guess we'll see what happens with Mr. Wardlow. So,
I think it was also like a very good match. Okada, he actually puts in some effort. I think he shows he likes her, he respects her. So, I think it was good, and I hope that Swerve can heal soon because, yeah, big loss also. After that, we have AEW Women's World Title match where Toni Storm defeats Athena with a 7.3. Okay, now this one can be a bit controversial. I didn't expect Toni to win, but I don't know. I was very conflicted going into it. I didn't know who was going to go over. Like, I have no idea who's going to go over. But I was still leaning more towards Athena. But now they have built Toni as, like, she beat Mercedes, she beat Athena, she beat, like, 2 unbeaten champions, basically. So now they built her as, like, this ultimate, like, final boss of the division. And I'm very curious to see who they're gonna use to finally end her title reign. But I do understand the frustration over Athena losing because he was a bit like, come on.
This was disappointing. Going
Yeah.
in, I thought it was going to be the best match of the show. It's the one I was most excited for. The work was very promising, and it was escalating in the right way. But I thought that the momentum was killed from the interferences, and then the finish coming after that was super flat. So I was very disappointed by this. I thought it was a good match, not a great match. And I like Toni Storm. I just would have went with Athena because to me, I feel like it gives the division more directions to go into actively. Whereas right now, you're still kind of stuck in the division being constructed around Toni getting challengers of the month, and everybody else kind of has to run in place until it's their turn. So it's kind of tough. I just thought this would have been a good spot to really launch Athena, and that appears to not be happening, unfortunately. And Athena tapping also is just like, I like.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I liked Mike Tyson Athena from 2023, and now she's kind of like not in that presentation anymore, and she's also not protected in the same way. So, yeah, I was just disappointed by this, while also thinking it was a good match.
Yeah. I think the tapping out for me, I had the same feeling when Gunther tapped out to Jey Uso, but not saying that Toni is Jey Uso, of course, no, she's way better. But Gunther tapping out and Athena tapping out is like the same feeling. Like, they're not champions that are supposed to tap out. They're champions that are supposed to pass out. They're supposed to fight like to the last second and then pass out from the choking or pass out from the submission, not tap out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how their characters should be built. And I think it doesn't really make a lot of sense that they're not built like that, especially Athena being champion for fucking 3 years at this point. So if it was this easy to win a match against her, then why hasn't no one done it before,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see. Whoever defeats Toni is gonna be big star. I guess they're really building towards that direction. But it has to be a heel because, like, everyone. Okay, I would love to see Willow winning this title already, but Toni is a babyface. Willow winning against Toni wouldn't have that much impact unless Toni goes down like in a character role of, she starts getting like paranoid and possessive with the title, and she has like that whole like mental breakdown over it. But I think Chris becoming a heel, maybe aligning with the Death Riders, winning the title, and then Willow being the one to beat her would be probably the best direction. Or Megan Bain just going crazy and killing Toni. I think we'll see.
I hope they get back on track with Megan, because you don't want it to just be a thing where they just heated her up for that one defense and then now she just kind of trudges along in the mid card, upper mid card, just existing. You don't want that. So I hope they have a great follow up thing for her.
Next up, Adam Page versus MJF for the AEW World Title match, which we already talked about. But this is sitting at an 8.12, so I think it's really solid considering the discourse. But they went for 31 minutes. That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, I already said what I had to say about the match. Didn't love it, wasn't bad. Went in a direction that I understand, but would have done slightly differently. And we'll see how the next one goes. But yeah,
They went only not even a minute. They went only 30 seconds less than the main event. 40 seconds less than the main event. That's actually crazy. Talking about the main event, lights out steel cage match with 9.10 on cage match. Darby Allin, Golden Lovers, Tanahashi, and Ospreay defeat Death Riders, Gabe Kidd, and Young Bucks.
So I thought this was a great match, and obviously the match of the night. But I also am like kind of over these types of group plunder matches personally. Like I've seen a lot of them, and it doesn't hold a candle to Anarchy in the Arena, for example, from this year, which was amazing. So it's a weird thing. It's a great match. It was so nice to see all those guys. Tanahashi was super charming. Darby's a maniac. You know, the Bucks are awesome. Kenny Omega's tremendous. Like it obviously a great match. But at the same time, for me, it's like it's not going to live that long in the memory because it's not what I'm really seeking out of wrestling right now, or at least like it was too exhibitiony to like be memorable for my opinion. What I mean by that is like for me, if I'm really invested in a storyline, a feud, and the grudge, then I can get really into like the grudge match. When it's just kind of like a plunder match, borderline for like fun, um, it's not going to be received in the same way. So for me, if this felt like a match meant to pop the fans in the building and send them home happy, more than it is to like leave a lasting imprint on me for like coming out of the year. I'm not going to be talking about this match at the end of the year, I don't think. But with that all that said, it was still a great match. It was a great match, and Will Ospreay was tremendous. Everybody here was great. So this is a great way to end the show. By far the match of the night, and that match and then the post match angle with Ospreay was a very well done thing. Outside of like, everybody like banging the cage but not climbing it, but
Yeah, that was kind of, especially after Marina just climbed it.
Right.
No.
Right.
Yeah, that part I was also very confused. Like, why are they not climbing? It's not because they're baby faces that the match is over,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It looks kind of geeky. Like they were just watching Marina climb and they're just standing outside, like, oh, you open up. But still,
right.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a good match. Is AW doing what sets them apart the most, which is the plunder multi-man matches. I think just 2025, seeing a team of Kenny Omega, Cody Bushi, Golden Lovers with Will Ospreay, Tanahashi is just an insane lineup. It's absolutely fucking insane. And I love the little moments that they had in the match, like Kenny and Ospreay doing their finishers together, like the one-winged angel with the hidden blade at the same time. And then Tanahashi. I love Tanahashi, but his knees are so cooked. He cannot walk straight. It is insane. Like, I feel so bad. And the fact that he's still pushing through and that he was a part of this match. Like, the little spot of him trying to go up the stairs and Ibushi, like, stopping him. They had like the gummy bears, like they had little moments. The fork was the first time I actively had to look away from my screen while watching an AEW match. Like that was too much for me. And that was like Darby, John Moxley, you guys are absolutely fucking crazy. But yeah, the Tanahashi getting the pin, like doing the finisher, like I think it was such a fun, nice little match. And the post-match angle, just Ospreay is probably gonna stay out longer than we expect, and he will be very, very dearly missed. Kenny is also not 100%. We know that them being healthy is more important than anything, so it felt like a little final swan song to the Ospreay that we know, because when he come back, he will have to adapt his wrestling style. He won't be the same. No one is the same after this kind of injuries,
yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, so it's like this one song to the Ospreay we know, to Tanahashi, in this last year of his career, and like to Kenny also, the Kenny we know, because he's already not been like 100% for a while now, but he's still pushing through and still doing like the craziest things, and he's still one of the best even with that. And the fact that Ibushi looked like the healthiest in that team, it's crazy. He looked really good. Yeah, Ibou looked really, really good.
He's in great shape right now.
Yeah, insane. He was doing moves that like 2 years ago seemed impossible for him to do, and he was doing them like it was nothing, So I'm very happy to see that he's back to that. Young Bucks, great as always. Death Riders have been better since they lost the title. Gabe Kidd is there, He's just always there for some reason. But yeah, good little match, good post-match angle. Nice closer to the pay-per-view, and a nice final match for a lot of those wrestlers, I feel like.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Do we have any super chats left, Monty?
Says they had two.
All right, let's take these and get the fuck out of here. Go for it, Anna.
$5. When Roman mentioned Cody on Raw today, the crowd booed when Roman said, "Interesting."
Roman's a bad guy. He's a sick fuck. He's a sick fuck.
Did you see his scene in the movie with Kiki Palmer and Eddie Murphy?
Yes, I did, Anna. Yes, I did. That man, he has 5 facial expressions and like 5 reactions.
The wrestling chops are in the family.
Yeah. His approach to movies is going to be very funny. He's just going to do Roman everywhere.
Yeah. Like there's the whole discussion who's the best wrestler turned actor, but we know who's the worst now. So...
That man is going to be in Street.
Oh my god. Oh, that is so bad.
They say I got to fight Ryu and Ken. Or are they going to acknowledge me? Or are they going to acknowledge the Hadouken? Like, it's just kind of like, dude, what the fuck is happening? This is Roman Reigns. Good stuff. Good stuff.
You have another super chat, Monty?
If not, I will make my announcement. Going once, going twice. Guess that's it. Folks, drum roll, please, Anna.
Wait, I lose my sausages.
All right.
Yes.
Folks, this is my last worldwide until potentially next week. I don't know. I'm taking a break, folks. I'm taking a vacation. I'm fucked. I'm cooked. As you can see. I'm going to catch back up with my life. I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to re-regulate my sleep schedule. I'm going to catch up with a lot of things that I need to handle. And so I am going on hiatus. I am stepping away for a bit. And yeah. So no WrestlePurists from me this week. No self-made from me this week. Kale said that he went into business for himself. He said he's going to destroy the territory before leaving. Listen, I'm going to rest these wounds up. I'm going to catch back up. I'm going to get my life back in order. And I'm going to come back stronger than ever, folks. This is necessary. I'm very burnt out. And it was very difficult to just... there's a lot going on. So I'm gonna get some normalcy back in order and return. And then when I see you guys again, we're gonna have fun like we always do. You know, me, Anna, maybe Joe. We'll fucking see. But, yeah, I'm off this week at least, and I don't know what Monty's plan is for this week on the channel, but I guess you guys can stay tuned with WrestlePurists channel for that. And Monty. Yeah, man, I'm gonna. Kale said even when I get you. Yeah, I'm burnt out, people. I'm burnt out. And I'll tell you this though, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd just retire. But the WrestlePurist audience is tremendous. So I love you guys, and I do love partying with Anna, even though Anna's like mentally unstable and insane. But so am I. So that's why you get shows like today, where we just fucking cackle like fucking psychopaths about Chris Jericho for an hour
for 50 minutes.
And it wouldn't be pro wrestling if I didn't go out there with an injury and just have a terrible fucking match before I get out of here. It's just tradition. It's just tradition. I did what I had to do. Folks, that was me. This is Anna. This is Worldwide, I think. And sorry, I only love you. Understand. Folks, stay tuned for any updates. Self-Made will still be active this week. The other guys are going to hold it down with some shit. They're going to do their thing. They'll update you on what they choose to do in my absence. I will be pretty much gone unless people want to tag me. I'm reachable. You can tag me. But like I'm going to be pretty much inactive this week, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned for updates on social media. I'll keep in touch. And for Anna, for Monty, for Joe Holbert, the ghost of Joe Holbert, I am Ibou. And what have I become?